What's going on, everybody? We're back for the last part of the series. In this video, we're going to get everything connected to LightBurn and making sure that everything is operational and run our first project. We'll also add some scanning offsets from the cards that were provided from OneLaser to optimize our engraving settings. So hang on tight. Since the most recent updates of LightBurn 2.0 and its following versions, you're now able to skip part of the manual where it talks about using RDWorks to set up your machine. So let's go ahead, let's jump into LightBurn and let's get it set up. So now over here at LightBurn, we do have to make sure that when you've installed it, you have a Pro license and that you've installed the drivers for DSP controllers, RDWorks controllers, however it displays in the install menus of LightBurn. Those are super important or the computer will not be able to communicate with the machine. So once you've got that set up, you're here at these menus and you do need to make sure that the machine is turned on. And with the machine on, we're going to go over to this option here that is devices. So we'll pull up here and then we're going to do Find My Laser. It then wants to scan. We're going to say next. And obviously this is with the machine also connected to the computer. It's able to find these. I go with the serial option and do add device. It should already come up with everything specific for the machine. All you would need to do is go ahead and change this here. Add a name and say next. And this machine does home in the rear left, so this option is correct. And then you're finished. You just hit the finish button and it will be added to your list. So I have it down here, OneLaser Hydra. So once you're to this screen, you can go ahead and click the drop down and go to that option. And with this right here, it's saying ready. That means we are connected to the machine and the computer is talking to it. So as I had mentioned previously, there are settings that you had to control with RDWorks, and that is no longer the case. We're going to go into this wrench and screwdriver button up here that is the device settings. And then we want to jump into the basic tab. And over here on the right hand side, we need to make sure that enable laser 2 controls is turned on. And then this laser 2 is RF tube is turned on. So we'll go ahead and say OK. And just to verify that that took, we're going to go ahead and just put an object out here and open up our settings. So now you see here there is a laser 1 and a laser 2 option. And so you select which one you are wanting to use for this specific layer. And then you can fill out the settings for it. So we're going to go ahead and say OK here. And clear our workspace. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to enter our scanning offsets. So back in the device settings, back on the basic settings tab, and then it is here in this window. With this card that was provided from OneLaser, it has all of the scanning offsets that you need for both the glass and RF tube. So those are here entered in millimeters. So you need to make sure that your machine is currently reading in millimeters so that it enters these correctly. So mine is currently set to inches, so we're going to cancel out of here. And we're going to hit this little button here, inches, and change it to millimeters. Then back into the device settings, basic tab, and we're going to enable this, and we're going to add our first for the laser 1 tube, which is glass. So that's going to be in this first column here. So 400 millimeters a second, and the line shift is 0.530, and we'll say OK. And then you go ahead and add these just as we did the first one, 800, 1200, and then we'll shift over to laser 2 and do the same thing. So now with those added, we just hit this button here for laser 2, and we do the same thing for the second column. So with that, that should be all of the setup that you need out of the box to make adjustments to the machine. With the scanning offsets, do keep in mind that with these settings entered in there, it should pretty much bridge the gap of all other settings. But if you need to, you can check out this video here about how to find some of your own scanning offsets if you did need to add any values that are in between and you see any blurriness or duplication in your engravings. All right, with that, we are connected to LightBurn and the machine, and we're ready to run some projects. So let's run a couple and wrap this up. All right, and that's a wrap. With this, your machine should be up and operational. There are obviously other features that I will cover in other videos, such as the camera, the optional OneLaser air assist, and potentially even a deeper dive on switching between laser 1 and laser 2 for your different operations. But now you should be able to use your machine and get more acquainted with it. I hope that this series has been super helpful, and if so, please like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.